Screw it. Let's do this live. We're on. Haha.
Doing it live. Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Is it just going to start with my face sticking randomly through the screen for 3 seconds?
Well, it's already started, so yes.
Yeah, I don't see your face. You're fine.
Screw
it. Let's do this live.
Something ramen. It's delicious.
Alrighty. Well, welcome back to the deserts of Damara. Those of you who are new to this series, I am Aislinn. I'm the DM, Dollar DM. What up? We usually have been doing this on Twitch, but we're trying a new thing. We're going to be streaming them on this channel for now, and then we have a separate YouTube channel, We're the Good Guys, that has not only all of the sessions for this campaign, but also the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. So go make sure you go check that out. That's John's channel in the Dungeons and Dragons shirt.
It's a group effort.
I'm gonna wait for Lance to get back to do the recap. Okay. So last time we met, you guys made your way into Atara again. You you came back from the Magician's Vault, the series of pocket dimensions that belong to Alatar Stormcloak, an ancient archwizard of the Sarin Empire 8,000 years ago. Inside this temple, you did rescue and meet a young woman, Mari. She came with you guys a bit traumatized by some of your party members. But overall, willing to give this new world 8,000 years past when all of her friends and family died a chance. She didn't really have a choice, but she's adjusting. Through a series of invasive questioning using magic, you guys did discover that she is actually Ariana Davry, the oldest child of the last Sarin Emperor and Empress. She was thought to be dead, and through your questioning, you discovered that her mother had kind of whisked her away in the middle of the night after the emperor himself started acting odd, suspicious. I'm recapping all of this because I am retconning some of it. So if y'all didn't,
did you send us? You sent us that document. Can you resend it?
Yes, I will resend it. I am God. That is allowed.
Can we highlight the retcons?
So she was spirited away after her father started acting a bit odd, following the bringing in of this new, what the hell did I name him? Kind of advisor. Yeah, the new vizier. Oh, there we go. I have the document. I can just read.
Petrus.
So Ariana Davry was the eldest child of the royal family. Her father was the bloodline ruler. Her and her mother were touched and gifted with magic. So you guys have seen the kind of blue dragon scaling on her skin. Her father one day had a new advisor, Petrus. After Petrus came, her father seemed different, older. As she approached her 18th birthday, he suddenly started assigning more and more guards to her. She could no longer enjoy the freedoms that she had before, and the guards would claim that there had been threats made, and the king wanted to ensure her safety as his heir, because the Sarin Empire did not go necessarily by like gender heir. She was slipped away by her mother, who awoke her one night in a panic. The mom had been slipped a note warning her that her daughter's life was in danger from forces inside the palace, and that the guards were just for show. So she spirited Mariana away in the middle of the night, instructing her to run and leave her name behind to survive. A few weeks later, Mari, as she now called herself, she heard terrible news that her mother had been found guilty of treason and plotting against her husband, the king, and had been executed. Her still body hung beneath the arches of the palace gates for a week, and Petrus presided over the proceedings himself.
Anyone else lose audio of Aislinn?
I can't.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
I'll finish the recap while she's figuring that out. Let's see here. Her mother had been found guilty of treason for plotting against her husband, the king, and had been executed. Her still body hung beneath the arches of the palace gates for a week. Petrus presided over the proceedings himself, having produced a document saying the queen herself had attacked the king, and if not for the efforts of Petrus, he would have been killed. Petrus displayed a burnt arm and a cluster of jagged bolts streaking across it. This detail was Mari knew to be false. Her mother's magic had never been based in lightning, unlike most of the dragon touched. Her magic was based on light and healing and the fine manipulation of fates. Mari, determined to prove her mother's innocence, snuck into a pocket dimension manor of her old teacher, Alatar Stormcloak, in hopes that he might possess some relic to expose Petrus's lies. However, she quickly made a wrong turn and ended up inside the mirror of life trapping.
Sorry, we're figuring it out.
I heard that loud and clear.
All the lights are bright, and then they go dim.
As soon as I don't know, it's just not working. But can you guys hear me again?
Yes.
Yep.
Suddenly, yes.
Hey,
We heard you say it's not
Awesome.
working.
hey, cool. I don't know. It's been stupid. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Grant, for finishing the Mari backstory. So that was all information that you got from her the day of, or I guess today, or no, the day before, because she's now just sitting on top of the roof, kind of pondering her life.
We also,
Yeah,
before
staring-
got the name of her 3 siblings. Are those staying the same?
Yes, they are all younger.
Cool. I wrote down Gabor, Caden, and Sable.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you. I'm gonna write down those names.
Dumb question, because I think I forgot to bookmark where you had the backstory. Did you share that on Facebook, or was that the...
Yeah, I did. I will send that to you guys.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
Cool.
Link. I've put it on the Discord general chat, so it won't disappear as quickly. All right. Having awoken the next morning, you guys are still just hanging at the Desert's Respite. And what would you like to do?
I think something involving bacon would be a good start.
If I recall correctly, John and I are both tired in the morning.
Oh yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
like the equivalent of coffee.
John
He's
and-
gonna get a couple of them.
Yeah, because you guys each had a point of exhaustion, right?
Did we? Oh,
Because you guys stayed up.
I do
all night.
recall.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
Oh, because we were. Wait, did we have bad? Because was it the bad dreams or was it the other thing?
Yours were bad dreams.
Oh.
Mine was backstory reasons.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, no, you guys still were able to sleep enough. You're tired, but you haven't gotten to a point of exhaustion. Sorry, I was thinking something else. It's been a minute.
Like, oh, that's happening this session. Sorry. It's like, what?
We've lived in 2 other worlds since then.
Yeah. A lot of shit has happened. All right. So as you guys are enjoying your coffees, enjoying your morning libations, a figure kind of comes into the bar, sits down. He looks well, but more scholarly. Rymel, especially, you'd be like, look at him with his glasses. Yes. Okay, I'm at 33. So. Yep.
What race are they?
What?
What race did you say?
He is human. And he looks over at you guys and he sees Leo sitting with you with his cloak. And you watch as his eyes drift to the Aktashoff Order symbol, go wide, and he quickly gathers his things and leaves. Yes.
Wait. I mind read him real quick.
Sure. Is that a
Check thoughts.
detect thoughts? Is it a remind me what it is?
You mean what's the spell save
Yeah.
DC? Yeah. So 1 sec. Sorry. Wisdom.
While he's doing, or while y'all figuring that out, I'd like to just get up and like walk towards the guy. My thought process is we have enough problems. I'm going to cut this one off.
I rolled a 2, so whatever the spell save is, he fails.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember. Is it like surface?
No, but he would probe deeper, but then
Surface level thoughts.
Okay.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is on its mind in the moment. Then, as an action, he can probe deeper.
Okay. There is a distinct like worry and panic when you hear just really quickly like, did the order find out? Did they send them?
Rymel, did you just go? Are you moving towards this person?
Yeah, the moment I see him and go like, and get up and leave, I was like, kind of like push back, drag myself up, like, we got enough problems. And to start walking towards him.
He gets out of the door before you reach it, and as you exit the door, you see him very, very briskly walking down the street, kind of just like speed walking away.
I'm gonna follow Rymel.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to catch this dude. I'm not gonna like full bore sprint, but like light jog. Like,
Are you
start
trying
your
to
day.
be obvious in your light jog, or
I-
are you trying to like blend in with the crowd?
I mean, I know my lane. I'm not gonna blend in, so I'm just gonna jog. Not trying to like blend in or hide behind people.
I'm gonna follow, but a little bit further back, in case he gets into trouble.
Okay. Okay. As you're oh, go for it.
I just want to call out to him like, hey, mister, you dropped a piece of paper, and I'm just gonna like pull like one like random scroll out of my like pocket out, like, hey, you dropped something. I just want him to stop. I want to have a conversation.
Roll persuasion.
Yes, okay. How bad? Oh, real bad. Okay. Okay. 4.
Wow, I somehow beat that with a 7.
Yeah, I added my -1 modifier.
Ooh. You kind of just really loudly, it's a little more aggressive than you intend. Hey, you! And as soon as you say that, he books it. He starts running.
Okay, hop on my flying broom or whatever my flying instrument is.
Okay?
Flying boots, right? Boots with little, like, mini jet engines.
It's not the flying boots. It's technically the
You're thinking-
broom of flying.
Right, but I thought you flavored it as, or like a jetpack.
Yeah, it was more like the jetpack.
But I can carry people.
Yeah. So as you start like calling after this person, Jackal comes zooming behind you with this his mechanical apparatus propelling him forward through the air and kind of just signals you to get on as you nimbly hop on with your dwarven self.
I
Show
will do
you the
that.
world.
Oh shit! Here we go.
I grab his waist.
It's very romantic.
Close your eyes.
I
As you
don't.
guys fly down the street, you do start to gain speed. How do you want to approach it?
Well, from above.
Dive bomb.
Yeah, like we can dash at 100 feet.
Yeah. So you zoom up, and there's a second that you see him kind of look behind him. He doesn't see anybody, and there's still there's a bit of relief in his body as you then dive bomb down from the air. Almost.
I'm figuring you're like a cannonball, like you're gonna pounce on him.
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, that is my plan.
Oh
My
my!
plan's to jump out and just
So
tackle him.
I'm like gonna dive bomb, but not actually make contact, and then I think Ryan was gonna jump and try to just like tackle him to the ground.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Roll a athletics check.
Uh, 25.
I don't know why I'm rolling. Like he's not that strong. He's a little weak man. You just pile drive this nerdy, scrawny boy onto the ground.
Yep. As I tackle him, I was gonna be like, "You drop something. Your manners. Let's have a talk."
And you can feel him start to like shake a little.
Mhm. Like, listen, bud. Like, I was a little aggressive. Listen, bud. Like, had a lot of bad things happen lately. I legitimately just want to talk. You ran, instincts kicked in. Just want to talk. And I
Why are
assume
you-
Jackal's a lot better. Sorry.
He's at this point just kind of stuttering.
I assume Jackal's
Oh,
like.
go ahead, what were you-
Just kind of look up at him.
Yeah,
look
I'm
at
kind
them,
of like hovering. Like, yeah, we mean you no harm. You want to come back and we can have some breakfast and have a chat over some coffee.
Now roll some persuasion as you guys have chased him and tackled him.
Me?
Yep.
Oh boy.
When I get there, I can be quite persuasive.
Are you coming?
He's sauntering behind you guys. You just dashed it 100 feet a second in the air.
Yeah, I'd imagine I'm still catching up.
19.
Because I'd love to scare the shit out of him for you.
Actually, that was a 19.
Sorry, what was that?
1-9.
19?
Yes.
You see him kind of. You with that connection into his thoughts, you're able to find the words that seem to calm him the most. And his breathing starts to slow. All right. And he begins to follow you back.
Cool, come along.
Eventually, you guys pass Bran, who's continuing to saunter down.
Do you mind? Can we make a pause and remind like Mike about the order? Like the order, is that the monk order, the Octashaf order?
Yes. So Octashaf
That's
order.
Leo's order.
Yes.
And what? And they're the ones that are like dungeon delving, like for stuff. But we don't really know what their motivations are.
So
It's been so long.
You would know that because you were a member of the Sahar Sene at some point, the Artificers Guild. That they are kind of the research arm, the expeditionary arm of the
Expeditionary.
Sahar Sene.
Okay.
So like they're monk nerds. So Leo is a seeker, which is the group of monks that really goes out to find these secrets and discoveries in the world. Versus the keepers, who are the ones who are more like the administration. They're in charge of the order. They're the leaders, but they aren't the ones going out on all the missions. Seekers will go out on missions. The keepers will assign them. And then a lot of their work is with the Sahar Sene. They're very tightly connected. And as you get closer to this man, you do see actually on his cloak, he has a little brass button that is the symbol of the Sahar Sene.
Oh, you're part of the Sahar Sene? I used to be part of that too.
You did. Oh. Well, good. I'm
a tinkerer too, and I point to my leg and arm.
I'm not quite a tinkering sort. I'm more a researcher. But they kind of like adjusts the glasses, kind of wipes them down as you guys are walking. He's still like very shut off body language wise, but he's not running. As you guys approach Bran, walking through the street.
I'd like to ask the guy why he ran.
Hey, Bran, look.
Is everything all right over here?
Yeah, we met a new friend. Could you remind us what your name was again?
I didn't say. Diego.
Hi, friend.
Hi. It tackled me. Ow.
Sorry about that.
Quite heavy,
hey,
you know.
Like, sorry about that. Like, I'm Rymal. Why did you run?
Well, make a persuasion check to see how much he's.
Also, random question: Is Jackal's detect thought still going? Is it like instant or?
Yeah, it lasts. No, it only lasts 1 minute.
Seriously, this is like the end of the spell. He didn't get that far. He's not that fit.
He's a nerd. 9 on persuasion.
And now that you're seeing him up close, he is kind of just a little disheveled, like scruffy brown hair, these big glasses, papers coming out of his bag. Probably more so now that he's been tackled, but you get a sense from the amount of scholars that Rymal and Jackal you have been around. He spends most of his time in a library. persuasion, Primal?
9.
Okay. Well, I'm out here researching, and I thought I saw something, and apparently I had nothing to worry about.
I just want to do that like in game, just kind of like I'm not gonna roll. I don't believe him.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
not a good liar either. Like,
No.
this is just two uncharismatic people trying to talk around each other.
I feel like I would probably figure that something's up as well. Like,
In my head, I'm just screaming, "Some with social skills, please, dear God, take over."
Like, hey, I can see that you got stretched up when we knocked you over. I want to offer him one of my restorative ointments. It's the least we can do.
Oh, well, and that'll help with the scrapes. I'm assuming you got this from the apothecary. He's an interesting fellow.
Oh yeah, definitely. What do you know about the apothecary?
oops.
He sells plants and medicine. Yeah, you guys
What
went.
did you find?
I see.
What did you find that you were nervous about?
Well, he starts kind of like, his eyes get a little shifty, and at this point you guys are probably walking back into the pub, and he still is trying to keep, like, not making eye contact with Leo.
Is he wearing like a cloak, or is not part? He's part of the Artificers Guild, but not the. I'm so confused.
Okay, so Diego is part of the Artificers Guild, the Scholars Guild, essentially, which works closely with the order that Leo, the monk order that Leo is in. So, Arsene, nerds, Octashop order is the monks.
I'd like
Okay.
to tell him, like, a lifetime ago, I was just a scholar, and you look to be a scholar yourself, and the epitome of that is the truth. You are always seeking the truth. Can we have truth between us?
I'm gonna let you roll with advantage because that was really good.
All right, so there's a chance then. 13.
Okay. You guys have been non-threatening for long enough that he seems to have calmed down. All right. Well, I was out here with one of the order. Haven't seen him in a few weeks. He went off on the mission and hasn't come back. But we weren't necessarily operating within the confines of the order. He came to Atara with someone from the order. That person went off on a mission and didn't come back, and they were working outside of the jurisdiction of the order and the Czar's neck.
I would tell him, like, as long as you were seeking the truth, we have no quarrel with you.
We were seeking the greatest truth.
My character hasn't been around long enough to connect the dots.
Did your friend go somewhere dangerous all by himself?
He had a guide to get him there, but really the guide was just for the terrain more so than the delve itself. But Melion is, I hope, a capable person. At the mention of Melion, Jackal and Molinar, you would recognize that name.
Up there.
Back in the pub.
Oh.
Yes, I said that a while ago. So you two would recognize the name Melion as the seekers who was Leo's friend that he originally hired you to go and find.
Yes, the dead body.
The dead body you found in the temple.
With the note.
With the note that I'm putting in Discord
Oh.
because I found it.
Wait, so that's the same. The person that he's friends with is the same person that we found that's dead.
Yes.
Great.
Maybe have bad news for him.
It would help if Leodir was here in person.
Yes. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm putting the note is okay. For those of you who don't remember what was on the note, like so everybody, I put it in the general tab for you guys. Brimel and Bran, technically you would have known about this note later. They would have shown it to you.
Yes.
Oh man, it's got Iago's name in it.
I put it in the general chat.
Do I need to do like
So-
some kind of bluff or deception check not to immediately go like, yeah,
So is this
to this guy?
Go for it. I'll go against his insight.
$11.
He beats you, but with a 12.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So, yeah. So my reaction is like kind of like eyes open, like this dude's dead. Like.
There's a moment where he makes eye contact with you right after saying Melion. Have you seen him?
I'm gonna have like a second where I'm just like, should I lie to this guy? But like, no. I just had a whole speech about telling the truth.
Technically, you have not seen him.
So I would just straight up tell him like, there's no fluff way to say this. Your friend is dead. We came across his body. It's like I'm truly sorry.
That's disappointing. Can you guys hear Lance?
No.
No.
Nope.
Rotate it back and forth every time.
It's like the talking stick.
Never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say.
So he kind of looks down a second, just waste. Well, you said you found him. Where did you find him?
I'm just gonna turn to one of my comrades because I wasn't there. I wouldn't tell him like I wasn't there. I would just kind of turn to like
We
not
found
to,
his body.
pass it off, but it kind of just like
Can I be heard at all? I can't tell.
I can kind of hear you. Yeah, just keep leaning into the mic.
We found his body in the Temple of Mara.
That was
Not a
good.
place many have ever been. Strange place to go, so why he was there, perhaps he would be able to enlighten us.
He was able to find it.
But you sounded good, Lance.
Literally rotating the fucking thing back and forth.
That would be correct. He did find it. However, he made it in. Did not get out.
Well, did you guys? You went in there. You were in the temple. And you can see him getting like.
Technically, I wasn't in the temple. I came along afterwards.
Yes, we were in the temple.
What did you find?
Well, I feel like we have some more questions here, and in order to be truthful, I believe we can come up with an exchange, and perhaps we will tell you what we know, if you will tell us what you know.
Absolutely. I love the like cutscene, like in a video game when you have to pick an option and it just takes a little bit too long for them to start talking. I would. Yes. I'll tell you. You saved our research.
Yes, that's lovely. You go first.
Well, we were researching the. I have to go to the other document. Sorry, guys.
What if you split the microphone like between the two of you? Was that possible?
It is between the two of us.
It is literally right between, like.
Oh no, but I mean like at a 45-degree angle. I wonder if it'll.
That's where it was.
Oh.
And that wasn't working.
Oh.
His voice is too quiet to get both.
I speak softly.
Speaks loudly.
So put it more towards you, and I'll just shout at it. Can you guys still hear me?
2/3, 1/3.
Yeah. There's sorry to stop. Is there there's no button on there to switch off cardioid mode, is there? Or, nah.
No.
Switch off what?
Dude, there's no button on anything.
Oh, okay. If it's a cardioid mic, Lance, if you're directly behind it, we should be able to kind of hear you too, but I don't know.
No, we tested that.
Oh, you tested
If I'm
that.
Here, I cannot hear it.
Okay.
That was how we originally had it.
We
Okay.
need an Omni mic, unfortunately.
Yeah.
This one's really good for recording music, but not for this.
Yeah, some of the newer ones, they have the blue ones, they have like an Omni, but that would solve your problems. Anywho. It sounds really good, Lance.
For
Good
now.
voice.
I quit.
Hey, you can just keep it that way, and I'll just talk about it.
I'll just talk like this in the mic.
Ooh, ASMR.
That's great.
Well, we were looking at the Temple of Mara, and I believe that I could find where it was hidden in the desert.
Yes, well, we found that. Anything else?
How did you all find it?
We had a friend with a map.
It kind of just points at Leo, like that friend.
Hmm? That friend.
And he leans in towards you guys. Was he sent by the Order?
Were you?
He was not.
I know.
You guys would.
Yeah, hence I said it like, were you? With a smile. Unfortunately, there's no Victor, so.
Yes, we are victimless. But he was.
Yes,
kinda
I definitely was.
He kind of looks over and just kind of shakes his head. I can't do Victor's voice.
Turn back.
No, he was not.
Oh. Okay. Because the Order seemed to be trying to hide this information for some reason. We couldn't figure out why. But it was myself, Melion, and Erixon Shadow. We were working on this. Erixon got sent off after trying to bring this forward to the Order. Sent off to his homeland of the Eastern Approach. Some suicide mission, probably. Seems rather suspiciously timed. But Melion and I came here, and he went off a few weeks ago, and I've just been waiting. Evidently, he's not coming back.
Might want to stop waiting.
That would probably be wise. That's not the best use of resources.
What was it that you sought in it?
The greatest secret, the truth of the fall, truth of the maddening. You know nothing. you actually saw the map.
Probably, yes.
And you found
Oh, the
things.
recording.
Yes, you learned a bunch.
We have learned a good deal about what happened there. Our way in, found a security office which contained a hologram with recordings of the events. We saw the theft of the vessel.
That,
Knew it. I knew it. Oh, crazy.
may be having. Oh no, she's still there. Can I just be over and like Brand in the corner? Like that is fascinating.
You saw the theft of the vessel,
We did.
and then the maddening.
It certainly seemed that way. The events were quite connected, it appeared.
Who stole it? Did you see?
Didn't actually make out faces or anything, right?
You saw. So there was no audio in the recording that you guys saw.
Hence hologram.
But you did get a decent look at a lot of them, and you're able to give some details as to what they were wearing and the like, and
They were men in cloaks, robes, right? Looked like priests or cult members. A group of them. They appeared to have hired mercenaries as well to help them carry out this mission.
Priests, cult members. I mean, it's so hard to tell sometimes.
you saw was there a kobold?
There was kobold with a whip and a hat. Stylish one.
He starts rummaging through his pack, and there's like papers going everywhere. And finally pulls out a drawing of a statue of Simon Shadwell, the mercenary kobold Indiana Jones.
My.
Yes, precisely. That's the whip, the coat.
He was there.
Yes, he was there. Fighting alongside these cultists.
He starts going through the notes again, flipping. No, not that one. Pulls out a massive book that you're now realizing this bag, while overflowing, seems to be able to carry books that are like this big, endlessly. So it's probably a bit haversacky, candy haversack. Plops this massive book on
And
the
I'm out.
table. Oh, did we lose Lance fully?
Well, this laptop just died, so
I can
yes.
see you.
I can see you miraculously.
Yep.
25.
Oh, you're saving it. Life support.
Yeah. We have two.
I know, I don't know where the hell the other charger is. We have two Mac laptops that we're literally like passing back and forth.
Is it in the office?
Juice!
Somewhere Tim Cook is just laughing maniacally. They'll have to buy more chargers.
Oh wait, no, that's the other one. That's for the other Mac laptop.
He found the one for the old style.
Wait, I made two of those. What? How do we have two chargers for the old style Mac laptop?
Because I had an old Mac.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking.
That's a nifty bag you got there, mister.
So he plops out. Bandit, stop. He plops down this giant book, and it's an anthology of organizations in the Sarn Empire,
Ooh.
and just a bit of dust comes out from it. As you start seeing him flip through the pages and gets to like a cultists section. And as he's reading, oh no, we lost Rymel.
I mean, he's there.
Is he?
Yeah, he got. I saw him get up and walk away.
Yes. But I need him.
Oh, but you need him.
Look up here.
So are those are bags like that nifty haversack of yours? Are those like standard issue in your Acti-Shar order?
Oh, I'm not part of the order. I'm part of the Sahara Snake. We're
Oh, right.
both vastly different and probably pretty much the same in your perspective, actually. So
I'm gonna update my notes.
is it in there?
Did you just sass Fran?
What was that?
Did he just sass me?
Fran.
No, but it was like one of those, wasn't intended as sass, but just and he looking through, just kind of muttering to himself, and he starts like saying names of all these different cults that you hear, just like going through.
Alright.
And Rymel in your head, you hear kind of whispering. Blood for the blood god.
Got it. And I was like, I get it.
Sorry, I tried leaning into the mic.
Nice. Blood for the blood god. Okay.
And
Spooky stuff.
you hear it in your head, and there's the object that you have is growing. And you, as you watch, he flips open a page, and you see a symbol there. And all of a sudden, it's fire hot. And it almost burns in your satchel. As he flips open this page to a nameless cult that is depicted only with a circle. It's 6 points pointing out of it, and a fang in the center.
Okay, so it flips to that, and my satchel starts to burn.
Yes. Not like on fire, but you feel it. And it's weird because it starts off just feeling really hot next to you, and then your whole body feels like starting with your hip moving, coursing through almost your veins.
Does anyone else immediately notice, or is it just like...
That's a very good question.
Okay. Are you trying to hide the fact that this is happening?
I mean, we're in a crowded inn right now, right?
Yeah. How are you
Yeah.
acting?
Well, I know I'm a terrible liar. But I'm gonna try regardless. So I don't want to ugly tell
So this
everyone.
is everyone's passive insight, which is 10 plus your insight.
Yeah, no, I got a 4 on that one.
Not passive perception.
Yeah, so passive. Because some of you may be perceptive.
Can I use either one, or do I have to use that?
This is just passive. What was
Yeah,
that?
I got a 4. So I assume it's like 1 second where like I'll try to keep a straight face.
Oh, you kind of watch as Rymel jumps as soon as this page is put down. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna like rip it off and drop it on the ground.
Perhaps we have a winner?
Lance and I are going to be on one computer now.
Well, but I can't see the DM stuff. Right?
I put most of this from memory.
Thanks.
I figure I'm gonna like drop it real quick and kind of like, what page are you on?
This page, I'm not 425.
You are correct. That was the right answer. What cult is this? What group is that? What
this
symbol
one-
is that?
No one knows. It seems like it seems to be one that, based on the research done in this book, iconography and discussions of it happened towards the end of the Empire, and a lot of that knowledge, I guess, was lost.
In my head,
What?
like, next time I talk to Mari, I'm going to ask her about this symbol. But anyway, continue.
Oh, good thing we have someone who's 8,000 years old.
Say that out loud.
No, I did not say that out loud. Sorry, real quick. Just out of because them saying that is going to make me think Mari also. And I flash real quick to Mr. Sparks.
Yeah.
And just see if she's still there.
Yeah. She's still sitting on the. Actually, she probably would have seen Rymel and Jackal chasing this person on a flying apparatus. So actually, as you guys are watching, Mr. Sparks is no longer on the roof with her. She's moved inside, back into her room, and is going towards the door.
I'm also curious what was in my bag.
I'm just going to turn.
Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm going to turn towards the group and say,
Our new friend is coming downstairs.
Rymel, looking closer at this symbol, it's familiar. You feel like you've seen it before, and are you gonna open your bag, or are you gonna?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm curious what's in my bag that's burning.
And you open your bag and you pull out, and it's hot to the touch, but it doesn't burn your skin. Like, it feels like it should, but it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit like hot potatoing for a second before you realize, oh no, I can hold this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a large, kind of almost diadem type. No, diadem is a crown. It's a talisman that you picked up on that expedition that you found when you were stuck. And you flip it over, and you recognize the same symbol.
What's on the other side of this talisman? Or is it the same symbol both sides?
So it's engraved, like the shape of it is the shape of the symbol. And then you flip it over, and as you flip it over and look, it's kind of beautiful, untouched brass, and in fiery red scrawl, a la the One Ring of Power. In your hands, you see appear blood for the blood god.
Does that phrase mean anything to me?
Starting in fire, then turning blood red as a single droplet forms on the tips of each of your fingers of blood.
Real spooky.
And
Do I notice
all of-
this?
you all fucking notice this.
It's like-
As the blood then moves onto the talisman, into the words, and they fade away.
That's a nifty trick you got there. Care to enlighten us?
Where'd you get
Where'd
you get that towel from?
I assume I'm just like... I clearly have no idea. Like, what just happened?
It would appear that is no mere trinket you carry.
would ask-
And
Nope.
as Diego's watching this, and he kind of like half-mindedly turns the page. And as he turns the page, you see another symbol there. But the fang is a claw instead. So a kind of draconic-looking claw in the middle of the same sort of symbol. But this one is hanging. It's an image of something hanging on a chain, a very thick necklace chain. And the talisman in your hand kind of vibrates a little bit. Kind of hum.
I'm not going to say this out loud to everyone in this crowd.
Sorry, it's not a. You know,
Sorry?
it is a claw. It is a claw. Sorry.
I'm not going to say this out loud to everyone, but my thought is, well, it's draconic looking. I'm not like dragon touch, but we have a friend who is. I wonder if she puts it on a necklace, what will happen? That's my first thought.
Actually, while you're having that thought, you have a flash of memory. Memory that seemed to have been like seared out of Camilla standing above you as you're in that hole, holding an amulet on a very similar chain. As she slides the rock over, leaving you in darkness.
Just for like flavor's sake, I want to say like my rage starts. Just like that's where it all began.
Everyone who's sitting next to Rymel, suddenly he is like radiating heat.
In a 10-foot radius.
Yep.
Yeah.
Diego is staring at you.
I'm just gonna be looking at this thing and just gonna cut him off and just be like, this reminded me of a very bad memory.
You've seen it. Where did you get that?
I let the group know wherever that happened. Like, I assume I've got a tattoo of it somewhere. It's kind of like where I found this. Like, it was here. It was this temple. Wherever it was. And just like, I'll just tell you, like, it's the closest I've come to dying. And so I'm like motioned up to Brand, like, you asked me what was up yesterday. Like, that's what she did to me. Like, she trapped me down there, and that's where I found this.
Huh.
Yeah. That's where I learned.
What does that rock do?
What?
What does that rock do?
The rock?
What does the talisman look like? It's a big rock, right? It's like a gem.
It's like a talisman.
It's a flat
Yeah.
talisman.
Brass.
Like, think the
Is it like a brooch?
Indiana Jones thing that he puts on the staff.
Okay.
It's like a thick coin that's like this big,
Got it.
made of brass.
What are they used for?
you guys don't know.
Okay.
I would just ask the group, like, quietly. Hopefully, no one, like, at this point, I'm about to say something. I'm just gonna, like, look around, like, this inn. Is anyone paying attention?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You
Yeah.
caused a scene.
Yeah. I assume.
You brought out a talisman and it absorbed your blood. You caused
Yeah.
a scene.
Ah, that was a great magic trick, Remo. Great magic trick. Glad you could enlighten us with your turns of a hand. Let's take this somewhere else, possibly.
I have a private study in the archives.
Oh, Remo, you're such a great performance. Oh man, you must be exhausted after that performance. Let's.
Yeah. I would try to
So he
try
starts.
to play along, but I'm such a terrible liar. I'm just gonna go. Wherever he's like, I'm just gonna go on. Like,
So he starts leading you guys. Sorry, what was that?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So he starts leading you guys out, and takes you to the archives, which is kind of like the giant library, in the city.
I feel
Kind
like
of just waves his way through, leads you into this kind of secluded alcove.
Is this everybody or just them?
Everybody.
I feel
Okay,
like you just
before that-
Shazammed in the middle of a tavern. Like,
A little bit. So before that,
Well, before that, I'm gonna go. Bolinar is gonna go up to Mari's room door.
as you're going up the stairs, you actually almost run into her. Oh, I saw some flying, and I mean I've seen that with you guys before, but
Yes.
having an eventful day, are we?
Always.
Can I help you?
That remains to be seen. Would you like to?
Yes. I literally have nothing else to do.
In that case, perhaps you should come along
Where are we going?
to the archives.
I'd like a library.
Of sorts.
That could be interesting. I don't really like them, but
I'm just gonna turn around and start walking down the stairs. I don't have time for her to do her musings. Either she
Yeah.
comes or she doesn't.
she follows.
you make it sound so mysterious. It's like you know where you're going. Like. Mm-hmm.
So you guys do eventually make your way into his little alcove, and yeah, Rival.
I just want to say, like, as we're walking, I just want to turn to. Was it Eon? What was his name? I wrote it down.
Iego.
Iego. Just turn to Iego and like, you know, a decade ago, I was much like you. I thought that knowledge was power. I had a person follow me around all the time and take from me and just take. And that's why I learned power is power. I hope you never have to learn that lesson. Stay the scholar.
I'm much better at scholarly aspects. I have friends who are better. Wait, I went into British again. Sorry, I was stuck on Mari. I have friends who are better at the power aspect.
That's good. Having friends is good.
I serve truth. I serve understanding and the proper order of things.
Just gonna nod like that's good.
On the way there, I'm gonna turn to Mari, who I assume is trailing someone a little bit behind me. I can say,
I suggest you keep your sleeves rolled down for the foreseeable future.
Yes, I was made aware of that prejudice.
Good.
Bit fucked up, but whatever. Racist assholes.
So when I look back, it's like,
You're in a new world now.
Yeah, well, new is not always better.
I didn't say better.
That is fair. That is quite fair. I'm so glad I finally get to use her actual personality instead of just like whimpering in a corner as you guys traumatize her.
I mean,
we only did a little of that.
All right, so you guys make it into the alcove here, and he starts laying out papers. I'm sorry, you did you mention the name of this woman that stole from you? I can't remember. I'm very excited.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't mention her name, but her name's Camilla. If you ever meet her, please stick the guards on her, or just run away. One of the two. Or let me know.
Or
Let me know
both.
where she is. But that's prime. Let me know where she is.
Camilla. Can you describe her? God damn it, I'm stuck with Mari's voice again. Can you describe her?
I would describe.
Okay. Primal describes a dark-skinned human woman, hair in intricate braids that she wears pulled back. Bit famous. She is famous, especially in the archaeological world. And as you start to describe, Camilla.
Yeah.
That
She's discovered nothing. She steals from others.
she does it really well. Sorry.
You're telling me.
How much
It's
is
like
she
rage
stolen
2 for the
from?
day.
Sorry.
I would like
So
roll
she
up my
stole-
sleeves. Yeah, I roll up my sleeves like do this kind of thing. But like, pick half of these. That's how many.
Oh, I'm sure you would. I wonder. She tends to. I've visited her collection a few times. It's scholarly work and all. She has the Sahar Sene work with her and appraise some of these items. So sometimes we'll get sent into her collection. I believe she has. Yes, her compound is outside of Aurelia.
Would I already know this?
You would know vaguely that she has one. You have not been there.
Mm-hmm.
But you would know of it.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did she steal this from you?
I assume it's been a decade. I never wrote that in my backstory, like the exact timeline.
I'd say probably closer to, because you're still really new at having muscles.
Yeah.
So it's been within this year.
Oh,
Stop.
then yes. Then that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
If perhaps your item is what she's holding, and he starts rustling through and pulls out a very crumpled flyer, like something that you get handed, like walking past the student center at a college, and then immediately throw in your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
This crumpled flyer of a showcase where it's inviting scholars from across Damara to view the wonders of the ancient world.
I assume my eye starts twitching.
Lost the music.
And
Oh.
Also, there hasn't been any music.
Oh yeah, I probably needed to.
Yeah.
Voice channel.
And where's Michael? I want
Play.
him to poison her.
Sorry, I forgot that I had to pay attention to music things. Copy link address. I made GroovyBot mad. I'm new to this. Here we go. Now we have music again. Perhaps this item is going to be at the showcase. Would it be something that she would show, or?
Oh, she'd show it. She stole it. She'd pass it off as hers, and she'd tell the world. Because like in my head, like I assume we need to go there, but I'm really worried she has people hired to look for me and just kill me on sight or in my sleep. I'm not gonna like tell the group that, but it's like I'm worried to go. I don't want to die. I want to catch her somewhere else. but we got to do what we got to do. So,
Well, I'm sure the security during this event will be quite top notch, but you all seem capable. You've managed to survive the temple. Whatever else, and actually, at this moment has finally realized that Mari is sitting there. I'm sorry. Who is she? Oh, hello. I'm Mari.
She is with us.
And she's just gonna like lean over to Molinar. Is like, am I talking about it or am I not talking about it? I can't tell. Okay, I won't talk about it. Which I'm actually gonna say probably happened on the walk over.
Yeah.
Do I talk about the thing? Do I not talk about the thing? Don't talk about the thing. I won't talk about the thing.
I'm Mari. I'm a friend. Harmless. I'm harmless. And he's just kind of looking at.
I'm just gonna look over.
Continue.
Did you invited your girlfriend to secret meeting?
Just gonna sort of like stare silently.
Or not your girlfriend. Okay.
We're a
I don't know.
tight-knit group.
Weird group dynamics, guys.
At this point, I'd let the group know, like, yeah, we probably need to break in. We need to steal this thing. And let them know, like, this is what Camilla's good at. Here's what she'd probably do. Like, hire a ton of mercenaries. They'll probably blend in, try to be civilian, stuff like that. I'd also ask the group.
Your NPC. So she's your NPC. What would she do?
I assume she's really stealthy because she's always snuck up on my character. So just whatever the equivalent of a slayer is in this game. So either some kind of rogue or some like
rogue
fighter specced out to being sneaky. It's like she snuck up on me in my head every single time. Never heard her coming. I'd also ask the group, now that we're in a more private place, does anyone recognize the phrase "blood for the blood god"?
I'm gonna turn to Mari.
Am I talking about the thing?
You know this phrase.
I mean, I heard it a few times. And every time she talks, Iego kind of just looks at her like, where are you from?
She's our cousin from Canada.
She's just here for spring break. We let her tag along.
I heard it said, it's usually just a whisper,
By who?
creepy people in alleys. I was trying not to die. Alleys were new. Everyone was creepy.
Is this all you know?
Did you ask that question in the presence of Diego? Does he know anything about that phrase in that giant book he has?
That's where you guys, it's written in the book. Underneath the same.
Oh, we should probably read the book.
In that section on that cult.
But that's it, right? Nothing more than that.
It's a very, compared to all of the deep, dense lore that you guys see in the other organizations, this one is very sparse. But in the text, it is talking about how there was a cult that seemed to worship or want to bring about some sort of drastic change. It's a bit world-ending. And given what you guys have seen happening, you come to the assumption that the maddening was their doing. Whether on purpose or not, whatever they did caused it.
But so that's all Mari knows. She doesn't know anything other than.
That's in the book. She doesn't know anything.
Because she was indisposed for that whole thing, right? Or no?
Yeah, she had been.
She wasn't around for the maddening, but I imagine the cult existed
So
for a
she,
while before that.
because she was living on the streets at that point, she would have heard the phrase a few times, but she was trying to avoid creepy people, not get involved.
Yeah, but it wasn't a big enough cult that it was
No.
on the government's radar.
No, it was
It's like,
not.
oh, it was like a known thing. Like,
No,
Like some QAnon BS.
no, it's even for her with her background, she doesn't really know anything about it.
5G
It's not
caused the
a
maddening.
thing.
Bill Gates funded it.
It was the COVID negative 1,000 vaccine.
It was the COVID negative
It was
8,000.
the COVID. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, not COVID-19.
negative-
COVID.
Yeah.
Negative 8,000.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
I would just ask this group collectively, like, I picked up the talisman, and it definitely took my blood. How worried do y'all think I should be?
Well, I mean, the phrase was blood for the blood god, and so your blood went where again?
Into the talisman.
Right. Is the talisman the blood god?
It's a symbol of the cult for the blood god.
Okay. I'm no medical doctor, but
How do you feel? Do you feel normal?
What a conduit.
Do I feel fine?
You feel fine.
Can I
Still,
check his
like-
temperature with my
I was saying,
hand?
can I check his pulse?
So
No pulse.
Jackal like reaches up and like puts his hand on your head. Bran has his finger on your neck. Seems pretty normal.
Like,
He's warm, but he's always warm.
yeah.
Are we at the archive yet?
You
Oh
guys
yeah,
have been sitting
we've
in
been
the
sitting. Yeah, we're reading books together now.
Can we look at the? Can we look for blood for the blood god, or look for something about this cult?
The book that he brought out is like the anthology on organizations of the Empire.
Nothing else.
Yeah, so I'm thinking the next clue that we have to
You're
get
already
is
looking
the talisman that Camilla stole from me, which will be on display at her gala, which we need to steal back. We need to steal back.
All right, let's go on a heist.
Heist, maybe kill her while we're there if I can. Little things. Yeah.
How far away is the Antiques Roadshow?
So, Jackal, because you are from Aurelia, you would know this very well. There are a few ways to get there, and they each take different amounts of time. So, the fastest way to get to Aurelia, which would get you there based on what you're seeing on the flyer, will get you there. So the event is in a month.
Okay.
You could take the maglev train. Yep, and be able to get to Aurelia in 2 days. You could go by horseback, in which so maglev train costs a standard ticket is 300 gold pieces to get from Atara to Aurelia, because that's the whole line. So it goes Atara, then Rakesh, then Uktamel, then Aurelia. So you pay an extra 100 gold for each additional station. So if you went Atara to Aurelia, it would cost you 300 gold. Versus like Atara to Rakesh is 100, Atara to Uktamel is 200, and then 300 to get all the way.
So you're saying that we can get like the Urail pass, and we can like stop along the way, and we can stop at all the different locations and not incur any extra costs?
Well, you'd pay the 300, and I imagine you could go.
Yeah, it would just be split up money.
Well, you could probably buy a ticket that would.
Dude, they're not doing discount bulk deals.
No,
on
no,
it.
but like a ticket that takes you the whole way. Because it's 100
Yes.
gold per place.
Yes.
You pay the 300 gold up front. You can go. You can.
Yes.
The ticket will take you to all three. You can get off in the meantime.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
That was what we were getting at.
Yes.
We weren't trying to go for like a €0 deal.
Yeah.
They're doing like summer special.
There is going by horseback, which would get you there in 12 days. Camelback, where you wouldn't have to worry as much about water on the way, but it would take 14 days. Or you could work for a caravan going towards Aurelia, in which those tend to pay adventurers to travel with them as protection, but they are slower. It would take 21 days to get there at the speed of a caravan.
Are there any like known dig sites between these two major cities?
Dig
Okay.
sites like ruins?
Mm-hmm.
No. So the ruins are to the west of you guys. And
We're on the very, very western edge of civilization right
Yes.
now, right?
Atara is the western edge of the civilization. Going east, it gets more and more lush jungle until you reach the fertile land. So the fertile lands is more towards the east. So Rakesh is in the fertile lands. It's a elven city. And then it gets into the Valley of Mara with Uthamel, which is the capital city of the Empire of Damara, or the Kingdom of Damara. And then Aurelia, which is its kind of sister city, the second largest one, which is where the Saharsene is located, and where this compound is.
To answer the question how fast we need to get there, I think the group needs to talk if we plan to steal it before the show or blend in with the crowd and steal it at the show. What are y'all feeling? So I'm just telling you, like, I am not stealthy and I'm terrible at lying.
Well, I am particularly good at those things. And
You
I
are.
tend to be rather good at blending in. Because I can be anyone.
I don't blend in well, but I can handle a crowd if screaming and running for their lives is handling.
So perhaps you could be or pose as security.
So if it's in a month, then getting there a week before would be fine. We plan to go in with the crowd. Is that what everyone's feeling?
Well, where would we go to find it prior to the show? You want to break into the same place?
Yeah, we tried going
Or
before.
what are you
then-
proposing?
It'd probably be easier to blend in with the crowd, I'd imagine. We
Probably
can't.
be easier to steal it during the event.
We can't be the weirdest
Where
ones
does she
there.
live? Let's just break into her house. What city does she live in?
Aurelia.
Yeah.
So the event is being held at her compound, so her giant house.
Got it.
She's turned it into a museum.
By any chance, is it a masquerade? Because I'm confident she'll pick me out in a crowd and we're done.
It's a masquerade ball.
This is a good question. I'm gonna roll for masquerade.
Oh fuck.
It's either that or we find something that can change how I look, like some alter self spell.
Above a 10, it's a masquerade.
Okay.
Lance is witness to this.
Above a 10?
Above a 10.
Not 10 or above.
I read that.
That's a 1. It is not a
one.
masquerade.
Okay.
Double or quits.
Are the guards wearing masks?
Or
No,
at
no,
least like, armor maybe.
Yeah, like helmets.
Can we get this man a helmet?
It's either that or I had to find some way to disguise myself.
This is like the classic like stormtrooper disguise in like Clone
Yeah.
Wars or Rebels.
Rymel, I think I can make you a hat of disguise, or at least give you one in the short term.
Perfect, that'd be perfect.
Let me see how long it would take me to make one.
And how long it lasts? Figure all we need is like 2 hours.
It would last.
I think they last as long as you're wearing them.
Hat of Disguise. You can cast Disguise Self at will.
Nice.
It's an uncommon item.
Can you make it?
Yeah. I'll look up how to do that
Artificer.
while we're talking. Yeah, this is why I'm here.
So, how are you guys getting to Aurelia?
I think we should take the maglev train and go sightseeing on the way.
Might find some. I mean, figure if we've got a month and we take the maglev train, that means we can spend weeks in each city. We can do a lot of, go on some cool mini missions and excursions in a month's time.
Yep.
In a couple weeks.
I like the DM just. Yep.
All of these cities have things. Like,
Have you seen? You should see the notebooks and notebooks and notebooks of stuff. You're gonna need her own bookshelf.
Hey, there's something on my character sheet. I did not write down how much gold we got from that magic item sale. You guys have that by any chance? I think we split it.
I did. We did. I have 4,044 gold.
Okay.
Holy cow! Is that like per person?
No, that's what I personally have. So you should have somewhere similar because we all should have roughly similar gold.
you should have roughly similar gold.
I think we got like around 1,000 or 1,500 per person or something.
Because I thought
I think
4,000 was for the whole
what
mess.
I erased 2,406, and I wrote 4,044. So that's
Got it. That makes sense.
1,400.
What is that?
On my Excel
1,400.
sheet, I have plus 1,638.
Okay.
That would be it.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Molnar
Yeah,
is
that
just
makes sense.
loaded.
It's 4,044.
Got it.
Oh, but it's probably 1,600 plus our starter gold. I forgot what that amount was.
Yeah.
So maglev doesn't sound so expensive suddenly.
Yeah, was that
300
300 per
gold is
person,
steep.
or
We need to travel in style.
Oh yeah, the maglev train is how fancy people travel.
Be fancy.
yeah?
Are you bringing Mari with you? Or are you leaving her here?
Well, it's up to her.
What?
Metavision.
Part of me doesn't want to deliver Mari straight to Camilla. That's my main thought.
Yeah, but fuck that bitch. We're gonna kill her anyways.
I'd be okay
Yeah.
bringing Mari along. I mean, we're just gonna leave her here.
Yeah, where's she gonna go? That's why I was like, she should come with.
But
if she
don't
somehow
wanna-
captures Mari,
Welcome to the future. All right, we're leaving on a train now.
Oh. Well, so you guys are talking about the maglev train. It's like, oh, not everything here levitates.
Very few.
That was just right.
What do you mean, not everything levitates? Are we levitating now?
Well, no, but a lot of people could. It was the height of fashion.
I'm sorry, that's just not a thing anymore.
Sounds like a fad.
I mean, it was quite fun. You just float around. That's how you really dance. Floating. At this point, like listening to you guys talk, Diego is just sitting back, like,
I just exchange awkward looks with Remal and Jackal.
where did you guys say she was from?
Canada.
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 Right. Those are 3 different answers. I find your answer vague.
In character, we all said 3 different things.
Canada, Canada, and Canada.
And Rymel just didn't say anything, just like.
So, we're gonna shell out some money for some maglev tickets. Shall we pack?
Much like we can easily get more gold in that amount of time. 300 gold investment.
Investment
It's
in
only
your
money.
future.
Can't take it with you.
Really, you can't. Just gets dumped into some meadery that your great grandson owns.
Is yeah. Is 300 gold a round trip ticket?
No.
How much is a round trip ticket?
6.
Oh, round trip tickets are never double.
You pay for each stop you go. It's
insane.
written on this is written on the website
That's if it's like
along with all of the different mounts
it's like
that exist in this world.
it's like the Denver light rail. It's not,
No, it
every
is like
single stop.
yeah. You don't get a round trip on that.
That's true.
Like, is there any shops in town called Travelocity or Kayak?
No. This is for ritzy people who don't care about how much money they're spending because they don't want to be traveling in a caravan with a bunch of smelly people.
I mean, do you guys really think we're gonna
Stick out
come?
like 4 fucking thumbs on this thing.
Do you guys really think we're gonna come back here anyways?
Well, we would come back here if we wanted to venture out into the unmoving sea and into the forbidden lands where all the ruins and stuff are, because they're that way, and we're going that way. So we will come back through here if we ever go ruin delving and hunting for,
We'll just have to make sure we get enough treasure on the way to pay for the round trip.
I mean, if it's the
Exactly.
same
Shit's gotta
price,
be-
why buy a round trip if it's the same price? Why not just buy one way, and when we need, buy one way back?
Well, yeah, of course. I was wondering if round trip was a cheaper deal.
No,
Oh, yeah.
like the light rail. You're just lucky I don't like charge you extra for going to Uthtamel because it's the capital, like going to the Denver airport.
Airport surcharge. Yeah.
How hard do you think it would be to steal from this woman, Rymel, if we were to show up early?
She is clever. She's clever and quiet and sneaky. She's a terrible person. That's not a good combination. I'm assuming it's going to be terribly hard. She always hires people, and they blend into the crowd. Yep.
Out of character, it makes a lot more sense that we'd get there early so we can set up camp and figure out how to also blend in.
You guys can have this discussion in character. Like, you have a secret room.
We are having this discussion in
Yeah,
character.
go for it.
What are
I'm gonna just
the
exit
what are the
the train.
towns along the way?
The first
Cities.
Yeah, the first city on the way is Rakesh. Then Uthtamel, the
What sound
capital.
like?
What was that?
What are the top sites?
In each city?
Like, yeah, like in Rakesh, it'd be like, oh man, I only have 3 days to spend in Rakesh. What do I do?
Find a travel blog.
Yeah,
So
I
Rakesh
basically
is.
want to.
Give me a second. I need to pull up my website.
It has the travel blog. No.
This is the travel blog. Okay, hold up. Deserts of Damara, World of Damara,
Is anyone else playing that song
Locations and
Marrakesh in
people.
their head right now?
Rakesh. Did I write anything for Rakesh yet? Yes. Okay. So Rakesh is the newest addition to the Kingdom of Damara. The population is primarily elvish, with a high percentage of its nobility deriving from the Sun Elf lineages. High Elf in normal D&D speak. Dune Elves, or wood elves, are also a common sight in Rakesh. Princess Farah, the youngest child of the ruling King Farani and Queen Anasha, was betrothed to King Eamon of the Kingdom of Damara in a deal that solidified Rakesh's place within the kingdom. As part of this deal, Farani and Vanasha were allowed to continue ruling Rakesh, though they now defer some rule to King Eamon. In exchange for the protection of the Golden Brand, the military force of the Kingdom of Damara, against incursions and threats. Thank you for proofreading my bad writing here.
Yeah, I'm missing an R.
I am missing an R. So Rakesh is known as a very beautiful city. The fertile lands in general are very, very beautiful and lush. Rakesh has a lot of trade and a lot of artisans. They don't do as much tech-wise. So unlike Uthtamel and Aurelia, there isn't a large amount of magitech. However, there's enough infrastructure that it supports this maglev train there. So the maglev train is pretty new. The Atara station is brand new, followed by the Rakesh station, and it originally was just a fast travel between Uthtamel and Aurelia.
Capital is.
Uthtamel.
Yes, I know. We want to read the description.
Oh, yes. If you want to know about Uthtamel, Damara, locations and people.
That's more like of a trading city. That's like a merchant city.
Rakesh?
Yeah.
It is more like it is a trade city. It is located on a river, though not as large of a river as the one that Uthtamel and Aurelia are on. The Valley of Mara is where a lot of the wealth of the world is. But Rakesh has a good amount of that as well. Uthtamel, it's the capital city of the Kingdom of Damara. It is built on and around a large mesa with the wealthiest individuals in the upper market on the top of the mesa. Large golden elevators powered by dragon shard enchantments serve as transportation between the upper mesa and the lower levels of the city where commerce and agriculture occur, as well as the outer residential areas. The city relies heavily on magitech, so it's not as flashy with it as Aurelia. Aurelia is a flashy city, which you, being from there, would know. There's magitech everywhere. You being Jackal. And then Aurelia, really got ahead a little note there.
Hyperlinks, no.
I know, I have hyperlinks in this web. It's awesome. So Aurelia is the heart of cutting-edge magitech in Damara, as the home of the Sahar Sine Artificers Guild, and in close proximity to the Tacnia Academy. It is the home of the greatest minds in magical studies. It isn't strange to see beautifully crafted constructs walking the streets with their creators in this bustling port city. The crown jewel of the city is the massive archives operated by the Sahar Sine, where the collective knowledge of Damara is stored and studied. Those are the three major cities on the trade route.
Not including the one we're in.
Yeah, not including the one that you've been in. Going to Rakesh is like going to Santa Barbara. It's beautiful. There's a lot of like artistry and kind of it's a little more on the hipster side there. It gets stuff done. It's got a lot of wealth, but not a lot of industry. Going to Uthtamel is like going to
LA.
Yeah. Kinda.
LA.
Busy city.
It's a big busy city.
It's like going to LA.
I bet they have
It's
good
like going
tacos in
to,
Uthtamel.
Meridian and Horizon Zero Dawn.
And Aurelia sounds more like San Francisco.
Yeah, Aurelia's more San Francisco.
What do y'all think?
I say let's do it.
Step on that maglev train.
Yeah,
Are
maglev
we
train
gonna
sounds
stop?
good.
Are we gonna stop along the way, or we're gonna go straight there?
I think we should stop along the way. We got a month. We can spend a week in each city.
I
And
think we
then
should get there at
2
least
weeks in
a week
Aurelia.
early. Like,
Oh, sorry, but if we spend a week in the first 2 cities, and then we have 2, and then we go to Aurelia, we've got 2 weeks before the thing.
okay, but what if we get there really early and then we try to get hired as security guards during the event?
I agree with that more.
Definitely can. I think that's doable a week before or 2 weeks before. I don't think we need to be there a whole month before.
I think we'll have a much greater advantage the earlier we get there because it gives us time to settle down and blend in, so it doesn't look like we just showed up for the event.
Okay, yes, but okay, out of character, what the hell are we going to do for a month? Unless we just want to fast forward through the month.
Blend in.
Like, downtime is a thing. You can do downtime. As
Alright.
like, these are the things we want to accomplish during this month.
Okay,
There's
I'm saying
nothing
we're
s-
spending 300 gold to go there, and it includes going to 2 other cities. We might as well stop and do stuff.
Well, if Uthtamel is...
We're going from one side of the continent to the other.
We're going to
Skipping
Uthtamel,
everything in the
right?
middle.
Oh,
No, we're going to Aurelia.
we're going to Aurelia's the one, okay.
So we are literally crossing the continent.
You're
and
crossing
skipping
half
everything.
the continent.
Okay, but skipping everything in the middle.
Well, we've got Leodir with us, and we've got Jackal who's traveled. I'm not very knowledgeable of this area. There's nothing saying we won't find other things to do, and I definitely agree that we should stop and have a little fun. If we're paying for all this, I agree with you there, Molinar.
Yeah, I mean, we're already paying for it, so...
Yeah, okay, what if we
might-
get off for like a day or a few days?
Like, who
Like,
knows
maybe
what we're
2
gonna
days.
find in Aurelia? You know, who knows? We might be able to tap into like some aspect of that society that might aid us, or maybe there's like city sewers we can use to sneak around or something like that. I don't know.
Sure, and 2 weeks is probably long enough to figure all that out.
2 weeks is probably fine.
I mean, okay, how long have we been in Atara for?
You've been in Atara for
From the start of our first thing with the Temple of Mara to now, how long has it actually been?
A week.
probably about a week. A little technically longer because you spent more time in the Happy Fun Ball than you thought you spent there, but that's because wibbly wobbly, timey wimey magic.
Okay, so other than wibbly wobbly, timey wimey magic, everything we've done has been done within a week. So if we stop in the other 2 cities for a week each, we can get a lot of shit done and do a lot of shit in a week. And then we'll have 2 weeks before the thing in Aurelia. I think we got plenty of time.
Sounds good to me. I'm on board.
Cool.
Pun intended.
Yes, it was.
Choo choo, motherfucker!
I miss Timbers. If I wasn't a paladin, I would be salivating at the fact that we could just steal shit at each one of these cities and then just bamf out on our train. Alas, I am a paladin. Shopping spree!
Alright, I'm here to,
Timbers
I'm here to
is the cat
steal
folk
shit and
person,
chew
right?
bubble gum.
I'm playing,
All out of bubble gum.
but I'm playing a boring ass paladin.
Yeah, Timbers is the cat folk person, right?
Yeah, he was very mischievous.
Yeah.
He had like no.
Backseat.
That's it.
There's a difference between having no moral compass versus Bran having a moral compass.
Like the kitty. Go in, wreak havoc, zoom away on maglev train. That would be very Timbers.
Yeah.
Timbers
I
would
remember my
race
boss
the
in that one
maglev
shot.
train.
Timbers took half his life in the first round.
Cool. So imagine what we could find in our next city, which is gonna be then. So the first stop is gonna be Rakesh. Okay.
Mhm.
Second
The
stop is
Elven
Uthtamel. And then third stop is the other place. So we're gonna be going towards the east. So is Aurelia near the eastern approach?
Is it?
Yes.
Is Aurelia where I'm from?
Yes.
Oh man.
You're going home.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about Brand's. He has any history with the Eastern approach. I thought there was something.
So it's not the Eastern approach.
Oh, what?
So the way the track goes is it goes from Atara to Rakesh to Uthamel to Aurelia. The Eastern approach is over here.
Ah.
It's still in the Valley of Mara, so it's still in the wealthiest area.
But it's probably closest to it.
Yes. Let me look at the map, actually.
I know. I had a copy of that map at one point.
It's on the website. It's equally close. It's just downriver or upriver from it. Ah! Stop playing music, website.
Fancy website.
I know my fancy website plays music. All right, so is there anything in Atara that you want to get done before you leave? Or are you taking the next train out?
Do we really have any
You should pack up.
attachments to any?
I'm gonna tell Rymel that he should try to buy a hat of disguise because it's gonna take me 5 days to make one. But
I mean, you have a month. Oh, 5 like consecutive.
yeah. No, it doesn't have to be consecutive, but it's like 5 8-hour days. Like that means I can't do anything for 5 days.
Well, you got 3 of those are travel days.
Yeah, that's true.
That's up to you guys. I can't remember. Was that one of Des's items? Look away.
Look away. What was the partial URL of that website? I don't think I have it. I know you sent it. I remember looking at it, but I don't know why I didn't bookmark it.
The map?
Just the website in general.
Oh, the website?
Yeah, because I don't see your Weebly
Give me a sec.
website.
That's because I changed the name of it. I'm putting the link into Discord, into the general chat. For all y'all who want the, yes, it is desertsoftomorrow.weebly.com. Yes.
Got it.
All right. Is there anything that you want to get done in Atara before you leave? Iego is going to be, since he no longer has a mission here, he's headed back to the Sahara Senate. So he will be on the same, if you guys are leaving relatively soon, he'll be on the first leg of the train with you before heading all the way to Atara. Or Aurelia, sorry.
I'm going to ask Iago if he had plans to attend the showcase.
I was invited. I assume that I'll be going with members of the academy.
Cool. Naturally, please keep everything you just heard between this group. Don't tell anyone.
I've already been acting outside of jurisdiction. I seeking truth
Perfect.
and knowledge.
Perfect. Then we have an understanding.
And I'm sure you know the implications should you break this trust we have developed.
Is he threatening me? I can't tell. Everything he says sounds threatening.
Truthfully, neither can I.
Creepy smile.
Are you in your, you're in changeling form, right?
Yes.
Forgive me, but it's rare to come across one of your kind.
Well, you can't tell what I am.
Oh, are you fully, covered?
Well, changeling, I always have the hooded cloak. All you can see is purple eyes.
Oh, yes, never mind. Because you like it.
Yeah.
You're hiding that part.
Yes.
Okay.
All you see is the creepy purple eyes.
He's kind of creepy. How is he gonna blend in?
I have my ways.
Okay. Sure. That'll go well.
I see now.
All right. I currently have nothing prepped for Rakesh,
Snort.
but it is also 8:30, which is a good like heavy RP day stop,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll pick up on the train.
Pick up on the train. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just looking at the map of Damara. I put it up on the stream. The Strem. That makes a lot more sense now. So the whole valley of Mara. I see. Okay. All right, I guess this is a good stopping point for the stream. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye-bye.
Peace.
Goodbye.
Oh my god, I don't know if it even caught that.